Huh? You just keep walking straight.
So you have to go out and come back up.
Temporarily shut down here until the full size get their stuff. This should be a novice who has never had a stick in their hand before and give them the shot of all time. To use the regular student to get up there and fly the airplane and practice, as I like to say. It enables the funny young pilots to learn how to fly rather than learn how to fly off the ball.
Yeah, Mark, explain.
Well, I'm not it's all hydraulic stuff. Here's the wall wash where as soon as it gets up there, it lays above. Just like bring the boat up this way. Like, squat down. Yeah, he's down on the wrong way.
Here they come from the back.
Let's go the other way. Yeah, Julie, let's go the other way.
For your information, the super chipmunk started out originally as a de Havilland chipmunk, a primary trait used in Canada, extensively modified for aircraft use. Alright, we've got a technical problem with the tail wheel on the Superfly out here. The pilot elected not to fly the aircraft. One of the things that we are concerned with here is safety. That is our prime number one consideration here. Crowd safety is absolute number one. If we have to deliberately crash an airplane to avoid an injury or a potential injury to the crowd, our pilots will not hesitate to nose the plane over into the... In the meantime, he's trying to do lumpies up there, lump shabaks. Having just a little bit of difficulty with it is sometimes is hard. Here we go, he's got it this time. Trying to do swarble turns as well, it looks like. Matt Chapman will put on an excellent demonstration of that later. The Tomcat is at the end of the runway, getting ready to take off.
The United States Navy F-14B Tomcat. pursued the prominent performance wing of the regular Tomcat, made famous by downing 4 Olympian aircraft and starring in the movie Top Gun. Grissom, home based at Naval Air Station Oceana in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Ladies and gentlemen, look straight ahead and look as that Tomcat, that beautiful Tomcat, pulls high into the sky. Lieutenant Kenny Whitesell in the back seat of that F-14 Tomcat has the best seat in the house right now. One thing you may be familiar with on the Tomcat, ladies and gentlemen, is its wing sweep capability. On the next pass, the aircraft will approach from your right at about 350 miles per hour for a plan view pass. Blue Dog is going to roll the airplane into a 90-degree angle of bank and then sweep the wings from the full forward 20-degree position to the full aft position of 68 degrees. The wing sweep, incidentally, can be controlled either automatically by computer, or as in this case, they're going to be moved manually. Ladies and gentlemen, look to your right now and watch as the wings sweep from the full extended position to the full retracted position. VF-101, the Grim Reaper.
They're imposters. How about them babes, huh?
Turn with the wings full aft in the high-speed position.
Here we go. This is Kenny driving for real.
What squirrel? Where?
Squirrel.
Demonstrate the variable wing sweep once again of the F-14. At 350 miles per hour, Blue Dog is going to begin a slow roll with the wings full aft. And during the roll, he'll program the wings to full. Simply stand on its tail and go straight up in almost a ballistic mode. Commanding approaching from the left for a pop-up tuck under brake. This maneuver is utilized to slow the aircraft down and set the landing configuration. Notice as the wings landing gear will come down, slow down, the speed brakes extended. The F-14's final approach speed, once again, will be about 125 miles per hour. This slow speed makes it a much safer aircraft in landing configuration by allowing the pilot more reaction time to control his airspeed and rate of descent. You'll notice also on the Tomcat that the nose gear is extended, that the Tomcat has a unique nose gear assembly that allows it to be extended and retracted. It is retracted normally for a catapult launch, giving the nose gear a shorter arm to pull against on the catapult, and then fully extended for maximum shock absorbing capability in the landing configuration. He at this point would be attempting to hit one of the 4 wires stretched across the carrier deck, hopefully the first one or the second one. And on missing the wire once again, they will call Bolter, 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 and full power is upon the platform. You zoom and boom, and I think we were able to deliver.
And we've got another airplane here, park seating available for $3. And if you are handicapped, then you can get in for free. Who has never built or flown a model airplane before, we highly recommend that you find one of these kits and give it a shot. The cost is not really all that much. You can aim for it just in case it didn't fly. In the meantime, we've got a flying Venetian blind up here, also known as the Fokker triplane. Oh, good grief. Now, I'll tell you something. If you ever wanted to be an air traffic controller, this is going to cure you up. This is almost...
Walking in, you can see him barely in the background in a red little suit. Yeah, nonchalantly going to the bathroom. He's got to go to number 1 or number 2. We don't know which one yet. There he goes into the thing. Nonchalantly looking around.
Is anybody watching?
Anybody noticing him? Yeah, there he is. The one in the blue pants. Yeah, he's got 45 to pick from, so I think he's going to go to a white one. There he goes. He's got one picked out. He's got one picked out. Wait and see if there's a woman coming out. He's knocking. There he goes. There he is. And here comes Kenny, nonchalantly, just looking around. He doesn't know he's on camera yet, but boy, wait till he gets home.
No wet spots yet?
No wet spots, so we don't know which one he could have went to. I'm saying 2. You know, it could have been a mixture, but I think it's 2. As he's walking further away, if you see a sudden cutoff, we don't want him to know that he's on camera. See him on
7-day flight. We're going to deploy a satellite called Eureka satellite with some experiments on board that's going to stay in space for about 10 to 12 months, and they're going to come back up and get it. Another flight will come back up and get it, bring it back to Earth, and we'll check out the experiments. Also, we've got another satellite we call a tethered satellite. We've never tried this before, but we're going to, that are motivated to do the things that they really want to do in their heart and have the desire to do it with a little bit of talent and skill and some luck.
Our parachutes are called wings or ram air due to their design. The parachute, when viewed from the side, closely resembles the design of an aircraft wing. The front is open and air is actually forced into it.
Tell me when he's coming, because I'm getting this stuff.
20 miles per hour, which can be slowed down to almost nothing by simultaneously pulling down on the 2 control lines which are used for steering. The canopy is maneuvered by pulling down on the left toggle to turn left and the right toggle to turn right. Although you may have noticed that after the jumpers deploy their parachutes, some of them spiraled down. During these radical turns, their forward speed increases to nearly 40 miles per hour. They do this to create what is called a stack. Just like an airport, we do not want all the jumpers landing at the same time for the national anthem.
To repel them. That was the quote, ladies and gentlemen, and that quote was made by Benjamin Franklin in 1784. Rotates just from its own forward speed.
Let me get the bag.
Other than Willow Grove, back to its birthplace. One of only two of these autogyros that still exist, and this is the only one that is still flying. It's a bird, it's a plane. I don't know what it is. And she set the world altitude record for autogyros right here at Willow Grove in about 1936, I believe. But that world altitude record, Amelia Earhart climbed her PCA-2 to a world record of 18,452 feet above the ground here. Forward speed of the aircraft actually rotating the wing, and now into auto rotation, just holding into the wind there. As I mentioned before, the autogyro certainly didn't enjoy the commercial success that they had expected it to, but the helicopter certainly did. It's renowned for its short-stop takeoffs and nearly vertical landings, and at zero forward speed, the PCA-2 and its patented rotor system made possible the modern helicopter. Engine on this machine also, you will have noticed. Very, very quiet.
Because I like them too.
Release the brakes and roll. Due to the missions of the C-130, the short field landing and takeoff are very up to full power, holding the brakes. The brakes are released. And to the appropriate strains of Rhapsody in Blue, our giant Lockheed C-130 takes to the air. Flight crew in the transport versions are 5, and in the gunship, normally 10 to 14 members. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look to the right now and watch the airplane in the very capable hands of Major Ringham for his beautiful high-speed flyby, the C-130 Hercules. Very often change ownership, so timing is critical. And again from the left, give us a look at this big, beautiful airplane, the workhorse of the United States Air Force, the Lockheed C-130. an airplane is diving down to pick up speed, we generally say that we're trading airspeed or altitude for airspeed. What you just saw was a demonstration of trading gasoline for altitude. Ladies and gentlemen, as the 130 goes by this time, you will see that the rear cargo door and ramp has been dropped. And I might mention a very unusual photograph that I have at home, which shows one of the C-130s deployed like this. And if any of you know what an O2 is, that is the push-pull Cessna. I have a photograph at home of a C-130 in this configuration, with the O2 with the front engine shut down and the nose of the aircraft all the way inside that cargo bay while they were both in flight. That's called formation flying up close and personal. Slowed way down with all the flaps out, holding it off and holding it off. They'll appreciate it. Give them a big wave, and they're the group from right here at Willow Grove from the 327th Tactical Airlift Squadron. It's a huge genie popped right out of the lamp.
Hi.
They got the first up on the west. There's our second element of two. Both of those are the AH-1. Forward is the improved tow vehicle carrying.
The helicopter.
3-5 to Sabre 6, report over. Sabre 6.
Devastating firepower from the front of that AH-1.
3-5 to Sabre 6, report over. 6.
And look at...
Shoot us! Hey, no, you aren't. They're just running.
Bravo 35, roger out.
Listen to the machine gun.
Over the target. That recreation that you're watching right now is very, very typical of exactly what you would see from that 30mm Gatling gun.
2-2 to Sabre 6, report over.
There's our 4 A-10s flying by us. You can see them returning gear splitting once again into two elements of two. And as they go by, let's hear a big round of applause for our AH-1 helicopter.
They're gonna run over us.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're directly overhead, straight up.
There's four.
Yeah, I know there's four.
There is four. They're right behind
Yeah, I know there's four, but there's a big formation of something.
They're birds, kids.
As A-10s go by.
Oh, they must be those A-12 attack birds.
I got that little.
They'll kill a windshield at 50 yards.
Ken, that's on video.
Able to be deployed during what you would expect typically with 4 aircraft flying.
Well, we're trying to find our cars right now, as we're one of those 30,000, 50,000 people trying to find our cars. We're gonna go find ours right now, but as you see, Mary Kate knows where the car is, so stay tuned. I know we didn't park back this far. We're down to your right.
When I find out where we're going, I'll let you know.
I know we didn't
Mary Kate knows where the car is, don't you? They found the car. And here's the back of Mary Kate's car. And there's Mark waving. And
Hi. I mean, that's surroundings.
Hey, that stop sign that was flying.
here's the other stop sign.
That stop sign.
It's Mary Kate making a left-hand turn without a turn signal.
Where else you gonna go?
What's that on your windshield, Mary Kate?
Told you it's on that flying bird formation. Hit the firebird, hit the firebird.
Look, is she still doing it?
Pump a bird in love.